Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of Pokemon Platinum Playthrough. In the last episode, we made a new friend, yay! Good old Turtwig, the turtle. I'm gonna change the settings so that the text speed is fast. And that should help out a little bit. I also swapped the top and the bottom screen. I have no idea what I was thinking earlier with the bottom screen being the most large portion of what you can see here in this video. But right now we're on Route 201, and apparently Tyson is here. I had no idea. Too slow. Alex, I'm sick of waiting. I'm gonna go see Professor Rowan so I can thank him properly. So I have this great idea. Listen up, okay? You know that lake where we always play at? You know how they say a legendary Pokemon lives there? You guessed it. Let's catch that Pokemon. That'll make Professor Rowan happy. I'm sure of that. Me and you together, we've got nothing to fear. Okay, so we can't go back. He's gonna have a fit. We can't go in the tall grass, because he's gonna have a fit. So, alright, let's go catch ourselves a legendary. How's everybody's day? This is Memorial Day, so most people are out with their families or grilling hot dogs, but get ready, because we're capturing that legendary Pokemon. Trust me on this one. It's here. It even says so on the sign. What's going on? The flowing time. The expanding space. I will make it all mine one day. Cyrus is my name. Remember it. Until then, sleep while you can, legendary Pokemon of the lake bed. Allow me to pass. Step aside. What was that about? Weird guy. Okay, Alex, let's catch that legendary Pokemon. What was that? Did you hear that, Alex? That was the legendary Pokemon crying. That had to be it. Okay, this is our chance. Let's catch it. Wait. What? We don't have anything on us. You know, Pokeballs. P-O-K accent E balls? If we don't have those, we can't catch Pokemon or take them around with us. Do you think Professor Rowan would give us some if we asked him? You know, you remember what he said, don't you? He said to visit him at his lab if we needed anything. Okay, Alex, I'll race you. First one to the professor's lab in Sandrum Town rules. What a child. Yes, okay, so we have grass here that we can finally encounter Pokemon in. We can't even encounter the Pokemon because we don't have a Pokemon that can fly us. Surf. Alright. Now, I have the running shoes as well, so I am going to be taking advantage of that. I believe there's a slightly higher encounter rate while using the running shoes, whereas not using them. But efficiency-wise, this is the better way to go. Okay, so we have a person here. Maybe let's talk to them. Wild Pokemon lurk in tall grass. They can come bursting out any time, so if you want to battle wild Pokemon, just walk in tall grass. There's tall grass and there's taller grass, which we'll encounter later on. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting out a lot of the battling, especially as I start to grind up my teams, but I don't think the occasional encounter would be too annoying. And here is the first bird Pokemon you're likely to encounter in the game, Starly. Normal flying, evolves into Staravia, and then later on Staraptor, all normal flying. As far as bird Pokemon go, this one's not that bad. It knows some really interesting, powerful moves later on, such as Close Combat. Endeavor's not bad, does fairly decently in contests. But obviously it is kind of subpar. I'm not going to go with Starly. I am going to get a bird Pokemon, or a flying type. I'm going to keep that a secret for now, though. Ooh, a person. Hi, I work at a Pokemart. Did you know that a Pokemon's health is measured by hit points, or HP? If a Pokemon runs out of HP, it faints and can't battle anymore. That's that little green slider that as it decreases, eventually you'll get into the yellow, which is midway, and then the red means better watch out. And we got a free sample of a potion, a device that heals some of the HP. Also on this route, Bidoof, the traditional, what's called an HM slave. So later on in the game, in order to progress, you need to use what are called field moves. And those field moves are super annoying because a lot of times they aren't the best moves to fight with. And you can only have 4 at a time. So they just take up space. So traditionally, you have a Pokemon whose only purpose is to learn these field moves so they can help you out and progress through the game. Bidoof can learn almost all of them. Level 7. I think it learns a new move at this point. I think all starters do. No? Maybe it's level 8. Sorry. Also on this route, I think that's it. I don't think you can encounter Kricketot until the other routes, but I should probably do some research. He's just going to tell you about that ledge there, which I'm not going to fall for. Hi, Don. Oh, there you are. Please, come with me. The professor is waiting. This is it, our Pokemon Research Lab. Let's go. What the? Oh, it's you, Alex. That old guy, he's not scary as much as he is totally out there. Aw, it doesn't matter, Alex. I'm out of here. See you later. Bye, Tyson. Your friend sure seems to be really impatient. Well, anyway, let's go inside. This is a softer version of the theme that we heard in the last episode with Rowan. Well, look who's here. Alex, was it? Let's have a look at your Pokemon. I see. This Pokemon seems to be rather happy. Entrusting you with that Turtwig was no mistake, it seems. Well, would you like to give it a nickname? Yeah, sure. Okay, I just came up with this on the fly, so this is going to be pretty bad, but I'm just going to click. So the Pokemon's name is Turtwig, but not the way that I'm using it to battle. It's going to be a Turtwin. Okay, I see, and you're happy with that nickname. I am. I don't know if you are, but we're going to go with it. When I first saw you two about to step into the tall grass with that Pokemon, I was shocked. I was astounded by these foolhardy children. But now you've astounded me in an entirely different way. Already, there's a bond growing between you and that Pokemon. I feel privileged to have met you. I'm sure Turtwig, or Turtwin, feels the same way about you. That's why I'll ask you to cherish that Turtwig of yours. I'm so glad that you're kind toward Pokemon. If you weren't, I'd have to... Oh, I just can't say it. Ahem. Let's move on to the main topic. There is something I want you to do for me. Allow me to properly introduce myself first. My name, as you know, is Rowan. I study Pokemon. First of all, I want to know exactly what kinds of Pokemon live in the Sinnoh region. To do so, it is necessary to collect data using the Pokédex. This is what I wish to ask of you. I want to entrust you with this Pokédex. Will you use it to record data on all the Pokemon in Sinnoh for me? Really, all of Sinnoh? That's a lot. I can stand here without speaking for hours. I'm a very patient man. Let me ask you again, Alex. Okay, fine. All of Sinnoh. That Pokédex is a very high-tech device. It will automatically record data on every kind of Pokemon you encounter. Alex, I ask that you go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokemon in this region. I've got one too. When you walked up Route 201 with your Pokemon, what did you feel? I've lived for 60 long years. Even now, I get a thrill when I'm with a Pokemon. Now, you should know that there are countless Pokemon in this world. That means that there are just as many thrills waiting for you out there. Now go! Alex, your grand adventure begins right now. The Pokemon that I met for the first time was a Piplup. If you would have chosen a Piplup on Route 201, we'd have the same Pokemon now. Not that it matters, but... Anyway, I'm done. I also helped the professor add pages to the Pokédex. So in a sense, I'm just like you. I just got a little head start on you, that's all. I'll be happy to teach you things. Glad to meet you, Alex. Alright, I assume we're free to go. I don't think he has anything to say other than good luck. We'll certainly need it. Alex! I have something good here. You should take it as well. TM27, I believe that's return. That is a technical machine. That one contains the move return. Using a technical machine, or TM for short, teaches a move instantly to a Pokemon. Bear in mind, however, that a TM is single use only. The move return gains power the more friendly your Pokemon is with you. Okay. Oh wow, I didn't know the professor had TMs. Was he a trainer when he was young? Okay, Alex, I'll act as your mentor. I've got a bit more experience than you as a trainer and as the professor's assistant. Okay, follow me. Okay, I'll explain TMs a little bit later, but so that's a Poke Center. Basically, use it for free, because healthcare is amazing in this universe, to heal up your Pokemon, especially after they fainted. But capitalism is still in effect. If you want to buy items to aid you on your journey, this is a great place to go. Don't you need to let your family know that you're going to be helping Professor Owen with the Pokédex? You may need to go far away, so I think you should let someone know. Oh, but before you go, heal up your Pokemon at the Poke Center. It'll be a lot less scary that way. Okay, bye now. Okay, now this is called Sandgem Town, so obviously sand, that's because it leads to the beach right here. But remember this little map of the town that gives you dots and whatnot. So the red dot is for the Poke Center, and then the blue dot is for the Poke Mart. And then there's some areas over here. Okay, you can see to the left of the Poke Center is Professor Rowan's lab. And then you have a very important house that happens to be Dawn's house. Okay, so you can't really progress very far in this story because there's a bunch of water in our way. But here's a Pokeball. Click on it to gain items like Antidote, which helps with poison. Okay, so as he was saying, the more your Pokemon likes you, the more powerful return is. So basically, every Pokemon has a happiness level, and that happiness grows as you walk around with it more, as you win battles with it, and then your happiness decreases as you do things like lose battles. Okay, so I don't think we can fully progress on this route because Dawn is going to be a bit difficult. Alex, did you tell your family that you're helping the professor? You didn't, did you? I know that you're really eager to see all kinds of Pokemon, but you shouldn't make your mom worried that you've disappeared. Wow, she just shoves me. That's rude. Okay, fine. We have to go all the way back. It's tempting to cut back to that. To erase all this unnecessary footage, but you can see me jump a ledge. Okay, so that ledge is going to be fairly useful and a little detrimental, a little annoying. You can avoid all this wild grass, though, so that's nice. All right, let's tell our mom that we're home, that we have all this adventure stuff. Okay, so as usual, Mom is going to let us rest. I forgot what voice I gave her, to be honest. Wow, Professor Rowan asked you to do something that big. Okay, dude, go for it. Your mom's got your back. Oh, I know, Alex. I've got something that you'll find useful. And we got a journal, which actually isn't that useful, but... Plus, you're not alone. You have your Pokemon with you. I wish I could go instead. I'm just joking, dear. Yup, Alex. I'll be alright by myself, so you go and enjoy your adventure. When you're exposed to new things and experience new sensations, it makes your mother happy, too. But come back sometimes. I would like to see the kinds of Pokemon you've caught, dear.
Excuse me, is my little Tyson here? Oh, no he's not. Oh, then he must have left already. What to do? That boy shouted about going on an adventure and then he bolted. He's so headstrong and reckless, I at least wanted him to take this.
Not to worry. Alex will deliver that to him. Won't you, Alex?
Oh, really? You'll do that for me? Alex, please take this to Tyson for me.
I can't do the voice. Okay, we got a parcel. We have to deliver that all the way to Jubilife City. Alright, let's go. Another unnecessary battle. I think I will be showing these, at least for the time being. Of course, the more that you level up, the easier it is to battle. That's because your stats are raised as well. My goal is to get Turtwin to level 8. By the way, sorry that the sound and the text kind of lag. I don't know what to do about that, to be honest. But at least the screens are kind of in the right position now. So I think once we get to Jubilife, that might be a good place to stop. But we finally get to encounter Pokemon trainers. But before that, I think Dawn's going to give us a little tutorial. But before that, I might as well go inside the Pokemon Center to heal. I think I'll cut this out in the future, so I might as well show it once. I'm not going to do a voice for Nurse Joy. Okay, so that machine can fit up to 6, which is coincidentally the exact amount of Pokemon that you can fit into your party at a time. Alright, let's learn how to catch a Pokemon. Oh, that's right. Alex, I haven't shown you how to catch a Pokemon. I'll demonstrate how to catch one, so just watch me, okay? Don't you love tutorials? Of course, it has to be the weakest and lowest level Pokemon you could possibly encounter. That's weak, Dawn. Alright. So obviously you want to lower the Pokemon's health a little bit. So the catch rate is the probability of you being able to catch a Pokemon with a certain type of ball, which you will have in your bag. It is a very long mathematical formula. I could explain all the components, but I think just explaining a few things would be beneficial. The more you lower it down to either the yellow zone, which is like midway, or the red zone, which is like almost to 0. That's a factor. Also, the kind of ball that you use, whether or not the Pokemon, the attacker, is inflicted with a status condition, things like that. It's important to get the Pokemon. Okay, I already explained this. So we got 5 Pokeballs to start, which is pretty generous. So if you wanted to catch Bidoof and Starly, which I believe are the only ones available right now, you can do so. Should be able to catch them first try as long as you whittle down their HP. Again, our goal is level 8, and then I'll be happy. Now, keep in mind, too, that the more party members you add, the more you might have to train off-screen, or I guess kind of on your own. That's because right now, every battle that we fight goes to Turtwig. So the experience only goes to 1 Pokemon, so they get the bulk of it and they level up faster. But if we had 2 Pokemon, that would be dividing it and splitting it in half. So we'd have to battle twice as many Pokemon, twice as many trainers. Speaking of trainers, this creepy boy that just kind of stares in one direction waiting for people like me. But I guess this is our second Pokemon battle with a trainer. And we have it against a Starly. Now, these Pokemon are higher leveled and they give you more experience. So if I met a level 5 Starly in the wild, the one from this Pokemon trainer would still give you slightly more experience. That's because the people responsible for battling you, they are more intelligent than wild Pokemon. The AI picks up a little better. So the reason that attack on the last turn did so much is it was what's called a critical hit. So I'm sure you can imagine in boxing or something, if you like hit someone and you got a lucky shot in, that's basically what a critical hit is. So I believe critical hits do, I think it's 1.5 times damage. Yeah. So Growl really made my tackles essentially useless. I might actually have to use my potion if this doesn't go well. Quick attack is guaranteed to attack first, in most cases. And I made Starly faint. Notice I get 60 experience. That almost rivals the 69 experience that we got from the level 5 Chimchar in the last episode. So different Pokemon are more or less challenging and will give you different amounts of experience. And we also get money. Okay, so I think we're just going to continue battling. But of course, I'm going to heal up first with our potion. Let's battle this young girl, or lass, I believe. Again, I'll start cutting out more and more of these battles, but I think for the first couple of towns, why not? Why not show all of them? Bara. Just trying to emulate the sound that church wind makes. Okay, so Bidoof, notice that Bidoof can lower my defense, whereas the Starly in the previous battle lowered my attack. So attack is used to inflict harm on a Pokemon. Defense is used to withstand harm from others. Okay, so again, remember 69 experience from Chimchar. I think it was 60 experience from the Starly. Think about how much we're going to get from this one. Probably less because it's a Bidoof. Oh, more! Wow, that's shocking, actually. 61. Alright, so finally at level 9 we learn a new move, and this move is a grass type. And I think if we have one more trainer battle, then I might discuss typings and stab. Okay, so that was a little unfair. If you would like to run away from a Pokemon, you may do so. Especially when the levels just get, like, ridiculously low. For example, I'm literally 3 times the level that Bidoof is. It probably wouldn't be worth it, so I'm going to go and run away. And there we have another one. Okay, so I'm going to go and show off the Absorb move. Now, each Pokemon has 1 or 2 types, okay? That kind of reflects their nature, where they're found. It kind of describes them. And you can imagine that a grass type, like Turtwig, will have more effective moves when it uses things like Absorb. Grass goes with grass. So if you use a grass-type move with a grass-type Pokemon, it will inflict more damage. 1.5 times more. That's called Stab, and it stands for Same Type Attack Bonus. You get a bonus from your attack by using same type moves. Now, the thing I like about Absorb is that you restore some of the health that you inflict on the opponent. So if I do so much damage, then I also get some health back, which makes it super fun because you don't have to use potions as frequently. I believe Tackle actually does more damage, like the magnitude of damage is more. However, with Stab in place, Absorb does about 20 damage, but with Stab, 50% of 20 is 10, right? Half of 20 is 10, and then if you add that on, 20 plus 10 is 30. Now, I just did a stupid thing. I used Absorb on a bug type. So that sound effect means, hey, this isn't doing that much damage, and you have to kind of learn like what Pokemon you can use what moves on. So in this case, Tackle would do more damage. So I have a degree in math, so a lot of times I'll do calculations like this in my head just to keep myself entertained. But I believe Tackle does, I'm going to say 35 damage. I'll have to fact check that. Yeah, I know I got talent. Okay, so let's just fact check this for a second. Okay, so you can take a look at your moves right here, and it looks like Tackle does 35 damage. That is like objective, if it does a normal amount of damage. Now, Absorb does 20, but if you inflict it on someone and it's super effective, it does twice as much damage. In addition, since Turtwig is using it and it's a grass type, and this is a grass move, same type attack bonus will increase that to 30. So the 1.5 increase from Stab and the 2-time increase from being super effective, those multiply together to make it times 3. Okay, so Absorb would actually do a magnitude of 60, whereas Tackle is 35. But that is, of course, only if you are in optimal situations. Sorry for all the math. Don't use grass types against flying types like Starly. It's not going to go well. And I think there might be an item over here, but of course it's risky because of that situation right there. Yeah, level 4. Alright, what item is this? And another potion. I'll take that. All right, I think landing in Jubilife City is the perfect place to stop, as we are going to hear what Dawn says in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day.